Phil's mic. Kate's mic. Phil's mic. Kate's mic. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Big Natural Podcast. Today I'm sitting here with Phil Smith.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on, Phil.
I'm very excited to be here. I'm a big fan of the Big Natural Podcast.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, I produce the Big Natural Podcast, so I've seen every episode live.
Yep.
And this is my first time. Well, it's not my first time in front of the camera. I pop in
Yeah, you do come
sometimes because a little behind the scenes. Kate has a small bladder, and she has to pee a lot.
I just drink a lot of water, and you don't know what that's like.
I don't drink I don't drink enough water.
I just drink too much water. Well, I'm happy to have you on. The first question I always ask every guest, is do you remember your first set, and do you remember any jokes from it?
Yes. So my first set was only 2 years ago, 2 years and 10 months ago.
Almost 3 years ago.
Almost 3 years ago, yeah. And I went up at a place called Boulder Coffee, and I had written out my whole, what I thought was a 4-minute set, and it went way faster than I thought, and the place I was performing at was a very, artsy vibe. Mm-hmm. It was, a very liberal coffee shop, and my set had the words gay and retarded in it twice, and one of the joke that I remember most from my first set is I said, "Can you believe that it's 2023 and people are still saying the word retarded?"
Mm-hmm.
No, sorry. I said, "Can you believe it's 2023 and people are still saying the word gay? What are they, retarded?" and that was the joke. And then that got a big gasp from the crowd. It didn't get a laugh. It got a
yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, no. Then this was already planned in it, but I didn't know they were going to do that, but it worked for what I planned." I was like, No. You guys aren't supposed to laugh at that. It's 2023. People are still saying the word retarded. What are they, gay? Mm-hmm. So then I just flip them, and then the host said, "All right," out loud so everybody could hear it. Mm-hmm. And I was devastated a little bit. It was my first time ever doing it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think I said something like, "What is it? Not the room?" For that kind of joke. And she was like, "No, it's just not the joke."
Well.
And I was like, "Oh no." I the joke is I saw after I did that joke, there's a TikTok or a reel that's the same joke. Mm-hmm. So it was one of my first jokes I ever wrote, and it isn't that original.
Yeah.
And from there, I kind of anytime I would try to write a joke, I wasn't trying to be edgy, but a lot of my stuff just came off as "Oh, here's the edgy guy who says."
Yeah.
And then later I wrote a joke that said "Now I become known as the gay retard guy." Mm-hmm. And that was a funny joke where I was I went up and I said gay and retarded a bunch of times, so now everybody thinks, "Oh, hey, here comes the gay retard."
Yeah, and maybe that's a easier way to say that is if you're calling yourself those things.
Yeah.
But I feel you are super funny, and it's interesting that you bombed that hard and you still kept doing it. What was I guess it would just be your motivation was probably to get better, and how long had you known you wanted to do stand-up at that point?
So I've always been a fan of stand-up, and earlier in high school and stuff, people you would even say you should do stand-up.
Oh wow.
But a lot of people, I didn't know that you can just do it.
Yeah.
I still thought that's you have to be an actor or something. I don't know what I thought, but I didn't know about open mics or anything like that. But then you start listening to Joe Rogan or whatever, and all random comedians talking about how they started and stuff, and I started telling people I was doing stand up before I had actually started.
Interesting.
I would tell people because when there was a time when me and a bunch of my friends lived in a house together. Mm-hmm. And I would randomly get drunk and start doing a shitty act. It was kind of I was parodying stand up. I would just say crazy stuff in an accent, and then I would be yeah, I've been doing that on stage.
Yeah.
And I wasn't. But
so you're just lying to your friends.
Yeah, I was just lying to my friends.
Nice.
We would be just high, and I'd be yeah.
Whoa.
That stuff's been killing. I'd never done stand up.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know why. It was a
Did you feel like you had to do it because you were saying you were doing it? Was it a way to
no,
make
because
sure you did it?
I still
Or
didn't do it for years after saying that.
what? That's so weird.
Yeah, I was drinking and smoking and doing drugs a lot at that
Oh,
time,
yeah, that'll do that
and
too.
so I guess I just was like, no, yeah, like they would say like what I was saying was funny, and I'd be like, yeah, that's because I'm really a comedian.
I like that. But
And
at least you connected that together.
yeah,
Like, because a lot of people are funny and they don't ever try stand up. Sometimes people are funny and then they do stand up, they don't like it.
yeah,
So it's cool that you were able to do what you knew you wanted to do and you manifested it, I guess.
yeah. Well, I did want to do it before I was able to because I started messaging. I had a kid who I went to high school with. His name was Eric Johnson,
Mm-hmm.
and we would get mixed up a lot because Eric Johnson is also a very generic first and last
Yeah,
name,
true.
and we were both just like similar height white guys. And like someone would go to bring me up, and like they'd forget the order, and they would look over to me, and they'd be like, "Oh, Eric Johnson, everybody."
What? So
Yeah,
you have another doppelganger?
he doesn't even look like me. We don't look alike. We're
Wow.
just both generically named, similar height white guys.
Mm-hmm.
And so I knew I went to high school with him. We weren't really like close friends in high school, but like we had mutual friends or whatever. He was a grade above me. And then I forget what year it was, but he did pretty well in our local club's competition, the funniest person in Rochester.
Mm-hmm.
And when that happened for him, I reached out like, "Hey, I want to get into this."
Yeah.
And that was in 2020, and it was before the pandemic.
Wow.
And so then the pandemic happened, and then I put it off for like another 3 years.
Damn.
I think I did go to an open mic when I was thinking.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I went to the same one that would end up being the first one I did.
Wow.
I went to an open mic and I just watched it.
That's smart.
And then I was like, yeah, I could do this, but still never did.
Interesting.
So that happened. And then also when I did eventually start doing it, I also hit up our friend Kevin Willard
Oh,
because
okay.
he was still just a local comedian.
Nice.
Like he hadn't moved here yet.
Okay.
He was just also somebody who I knew loosely through like skateboarding.
That's cool.
And so like I think that really helps if you can see people
No, you're
even
right.
that do it.
Yeah.
That's what let me know like, okay, there is a path to like go and just do it.
Yeah, it's really cool that you had like actual like well, I
Wow.
mean, maybe you didn't know them that well, but you could like actually like reach out to them to talk to them about
Mhm.
it because like I always wanted to do stand up and I went to a comedy club when I was 13. It was like 18 plus and it's not here anymore with my cousin and she was like, "Oh, see that guy on the wall, like a picture of a comedian?" She was like, "I used to date him." And like that was the moment I was like, "Oh, like regular people can just do stand up."
Yeah.
Like it was, I didn't know the guy, but my cousin dated him. So it was like a weird connection still. Cause I didn't know anybody doing stand up, before I started doing stand up.
Yeah. And what I'm just thinking about now is we don't really think about like how we're perceived by non-comics now that we are comics.
Yeah.
But a lot of people still have, you kind of see it sometimes, but a lot of people still have that like allure. Like, I don't know how you guys do that or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, we're not doing great. Like, we're just
Yeah. I
doing
fucking
it.
bomb like most of the time. I just go on open mics and bomb, but I don't know. I think it's just I think it's like anything. If you want to do it, you should do it. Or at least try it if you want to do it. And then you try it and you can see how it feels. Because sometimes people try it once and they're like, "Oh no, I don't actually want to do that." It's like for me, I've had so many jobs I've done where I was good at it, but I just didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Like I just didn't want to do it. And so every time I was like in between a job, I would just be like, I could try stand up, but then I would never do it because of fear and I'm introverted. But it was like the jobs I was doing weren't making me feel happy and like this makes me happy. So that's the reason I'm doing it. But I think like with anything, like if you want to do something, you should try it. If it makes you happy, you should do it. If you fucking hate it, then don't do it.
Mm-hmm. I kind of had a different situation where I was like very comfortable with my job, which was just
Really? Yeah.
delivering pizzas.
But that's the best comedy job.
That's what Joe DeRosa was saying.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I think what it was is like I liked all my coworkers,
Mm-hmm.
and it gets to a point where it's like it's like you're going and you're hanging out with them, and you
Yeah.
all have done these things so many times. Like the managers and stuff have made a million pizzas. Like it's
Yeah.
nothing for them to like have like 20 orders come in. They just crank them out. And for me,
Mm-hmm.
delivering the pizzas, I'm just in my car listening to podcasts and stuff. So I never hated that job.
Yeah.
The problem is I started to be too comfortable in that job.
But that can still like that's still suffering in a way. If it's too comfortable, like you're not growing, and that's still a form of like suffering.
Yeah, there was still art inside of me. I'm really an artist.
No, I'm not calling you an artist.
No,
I think
I'm saying I am.
I think you are an artist, but
And
that's not what I
was
meant
just
by
wasting
that.
away delivering pizzas.
I was saying it was motivating you by not challenging you.
Yeah, so
you were motivated to leave and do something different.
what happened was like me and my friends, my coworkers at Pizza Hut, we would we would be playing cards in the back. We'd play poker. We wouldn't even play real poker. We
Wow.
would just gamble. Like we would put up money and then we would deal out hands and then we would run out the whole flop to the river and see which hand won. And
That's
whoever's
fun.
hand won, they got the money. And we would do that. We would
Wow.
have football playing in the back. We were all I'm still in I'm attracting all the dogs.
I know they love you.
We're all still in a fantasy football league together.
Wow.
But we would all also be like betting a lot on football games.
Yeah.
And they would always be on in the back, and like so it was like going into work was just like a hang.
You're broing out.
Yeah, and
just straight up broing out gambling. That's crazy.
Yeah, and I like started like I was like the young guy there.
Yeah.
Like when I first started working with those guys.
Mm-hmm.
And like they were all like older, and then like I started to get older, and like this is not a knock on them because like they are all like financially responsible people, and like you do make more money than you realize working in a pizza place, especially in New York, with like how they have the wages set up. So like those guys, like they had their shit together, they had houses and like
it's
families
good.
and like they were and it was actually like a conversation I had with my coworker Eric where like I don't know, I like fucked something up or I like was being lazy, and like he was like, hey, are you gonna start like taking this job seriously ever?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no,
yeah,
I don't want to. And
it's
so like it was
understandable.
like at the point where like if I wasn't gonna start being serious about Pizza Hut, then I was kind of just fucking them over.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let me just go chase the pipe dream of being a stand-up comedian, because it was going well for me at the time. Like,
Yeah.
I had like kind of a quick rise in my local scene with comedy.
Yeah, you're very funny naturally.
Yeah,
So I could see that.
Thank you.
That's an interesting story.
There's more to the pizza lore.
There's too much to we need like 6 episodes to cover that because there is a lot.
Yeah.
And you can't understand it unless you know about like the beginning. You know, it's like a fucking story.
I talked about it on Eric McLaughlin's podcast.
No,
so
it's
if
a cool.
if there's anybody interested in like because before Pizza Hut there was Papa John's.
Damn.
And that's a whole nother can of worms we don't have to open.
So what's your favorite pizza in Austin?
It's Home Slice.
I agree, it's good.
It's the only pizza I've had that I would call good.
Yeah.
And I was playing in the tournament yesterday. I forgot to tell you about this. There was I was playing in a poker tournament, and the guy across from me, I think he is like a known poker player. Or somewhat known. He might be a pro, but
Wow.
He's from Maine.
What the fuck?
And he started talking about Maine, and I was like, "Oh yeah, what part of Maine are you from?" He lived in like Portland or whatever, but he
How
knew
old?
like 40s probably.
I might know him.
Yeah. But then we started talking about like seafood, and I asked him if he had the place that's around here that's lobster rolls.
Garbo's.
Garbo's.
Garbo's
and he
is
was
very good.
and he was like, "No, you can't."
He could. He should.
I said like
He should.
I don't know what Maine.
They come from Maine, and the people I think are from Maine or from Connecticut, so they know what they're doing. They're like a lobster family.
Yeah,
a fishing
and
family.
he was saying like you can't have good lobster out here because there's no like deep sea fishing, and like you need to be where they are deep. There's like the deep water to have good fish.
I get that. Yeah.
Seafood of
I mean,
any
I'm
type.
sure he's probably right, and I'm not from Portland, so I didn't grow up like on the coast, so maybe there's more to it than I understand. But to me, the lobster rolls there really hold up. They're so good.
Yeah, but to bring it back to pizza, then that's what the rest of the table started talking about, just like food and stuff, and they're like, the reason the pizza is better in like the Northeast is because of the water.
I've heard that about bagels.
That goes into the dough, and yes, it is true. But also, you can go to like a bagel. you can have a good local bagel, but you can also have Brugger's or Einstein's, and like, are
Yeah.
they really that much worse? I don't know.
They're good still.
They're good.
They're like specialty.
Yeah, and I love bagels.
I love bagels and I love pizza.
I love pizza, and
Love cheeseburgers.
I love cheeseburgers. That's another. I think there's better cheeseburgers out here.
There's some really good cheeseburgers. Yeah, I
Like,
agree.
I think that's why I've gained weight living here is mainly because of the
Too many
cheeseburgers. There's and yeah.
And New England's better at buffalo chicken.
Then
And
what?
there's
Buffalo?
or the East Coast, sorry.
Yeah.
I was trying to I always do that, but I meant to say the East Coast.
Yeah, no. I mean, my thing about this, but I think everywhere has figured out how to make wings. I don't think that one place has better wings. Like just because you're in, like people always say you gotta have the wings in Buffalo, and it's like they have chickens everywhere. The chickens aren't better in Buffalo. It's the blue cheese that you go to another state and they don't have quality blue cheese.
But we found some pretty good ones, but you can't get them at restaurants usually.
Yeah, but every place you go to that's like a wing bar in upstate New York, that's like the bottom tier blue cheese you'll get is the best blue cheese we can find here.
I wonder what you would think about the blue cheese in Maine if you would like it.
Yeah, I don't know. They're probably getting it. It's probably around the same.
I haven't had it in so long that I don't remember.
Yeah.
So I do want to talk about like your recent appearance on The Fold. I feel like you did pretty. I mean, I don't know. I don't really know how to like rate how you did. I think you were entertaining. You were down a lot. I mean, I don't want to ruin anything, but
yeah,
you had a lot of interesting moments, and I was just wondering, like, what did it feel like to be knowing you were like being filmed while you're playing poker and kind of doing comedy too?
Yeah, I honestly was like not nervous, but like I had like adrenaline because it is my two favorite things. I'm just playing poker and I'm with other comedians, and I'm also, every one of my cards is being tracked. I'm being filmed.
Yeah.
So like, I know that you talk to anybody who's plays poker and watches The Fold. The Fold is not about playing good poker.
Right.
It's about like being crazy and being funny while doing it. But like, I still kind of wanted to play well.
Yeah.
Just because it was the first time I was ever like filmed playing poker. And I was there to kind of put on a show, but legitimately it like got to the point where I was down a lot of money very quickly. Like it started to become like apparent that like I might lose too much money in this game.
Well, why don't you name who was on it too? Because you went against Doug.
Yeah, I was also playing against. So the table to my right was a comedian named Darian, me, Nadav, the producer of the show. Then it was next to him was Drew Nickens, Philip Franklin Lee, who's a Michelin chef, owns NADC Burger.
Love his burgers.
We love his burgers.
That might be the best burger I've ever had. Okay.
I tell people that it's the best burger.
I think it is the best I've ever had.
Whenever, I tell them, it's the best burger
It
I've ever
definitely
had.
is the best I've ever had.
It's the best burger I've ever had, and whenever anybody comes to Austin, we tell them to get it. And they don't always agree with us.
Well, it's hard to sell that to somebody.
Yeah, when you tell
if somebody told me that, I'd be like, nah.
Yeah. Whenever you tell somebody this is the best ever, they're gonna be critical.
Yeah, we can't. We have to not say that anymore. We just have to be like, oh, we'll take you to grab some food, and then just like let them like see what they think.
I think it might be like our taste too, because what makes it for me is one, the sauce, the beef is great, but like having tamed jalapenos on it, you get jalapeno flavor without like any spice, which we love spice, but also we love pepper flavor.
It doesn't overpower the burger. It's like balanced very well.
It's just it's instead of pickles, it's those, and it just like
it's so good.
Anyways, him, Doug Polk. I left out Trey Pack, didn't I?
Oh yeah, Trey.
Trey Pack was on my left. Trey's awesome.
Yeah.
And then I think the guy's name's Jared. He's like a filmmaker. He plays on a bunch of the Fold games, and then it was him. So yeah, I'm playing with two people who are, I don't even know Jared's financial situation, but I know at least Doug and Philip Franklin Lee are millionaires. Like for real. They're both millionaires who know how to play poker. Even Philip Franklin Lee, the restaurant owner, he plays in a lot of poker tournaments.
Nadav is good too.
Yeah, Nadav, of course. Nadav knows how to play. So what Nadav did is he knew Doug was going to be on the episode, He had also known that Philip was going to be on the episode. So then he kind of filled the table in with like other people who know how to play poker. So it wouldn't just be
Smart.
like comedians getting like steamrolled by like good poker players. Because another thing, like I've said this, and it's like a compliment to Doug. Even though the stakes have like no impact to him really, he plays how he plays.
Yeah.
And that's makes a great experience for us. Like the other comedians were fans of poker. To be able to play with Doug and he's playing how he plays.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's like, I feel like there's a lot of other guys that are like Doug's level where if they were in that situation, they would just be like not maybe taking it as serious and just kind of like fucking around.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, Doug like folded a hand where he had a flush against me. Like he obviously like wasn't good, so he like knew that he was supposed to fold, and he did. So I was like, and then I seemed like an asshole because I was like, he had a bounty on him, which was like if you knocked him out, you got a year membership at the lodge and like 24 hours of playtime or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And when he folded, I was like, "You're really protecting the bounty that much?" But I thought I was bluffing. I didn't
Yeah.
realize I had actually made a flush too. And I flipped over
okay.
my hand like I was showing a bluff, and he was like, "Yeah, you had the best hand." I was like, "Oh, I didn't even realize that." So that
Wow.
was kind of a little bit of an embarrassing moment that happened during the show. But
Yeah.
overall, to answer your question, playing on the fold was like one of my like favorite things I've done
Yeah.
in comedy, period.
Yeah, you loved it.
Yeah, and
You
I
were
re-
so happy.
I really hope I can do it again. I mean, anytime I can play poker, I'm happy.
I want to play against you one day.
I know it's like, yeah, we've played against each other like
No, on the fold.
on the fold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just be like, we would have to go after each other for sure.
Yeah.
We would just be trying to like,
It'd be easy because like I wouldn't feel bad. Like you
Yeah.
wouldn't feel bad
yeah.
because we just I don't know.
We'd just split the money after no matter what.
Yeah, no. I didn't
We'd
think of that.
collude against all the other players.
Oh yeah, they'll never have us on. No, I would keep my own money.
Yeah.
You
Anyways,
keep your own money.
Yeah.
It will go against each other for real, for real. Like
yeah.
we might be mad at each other at the end. I don't know.
No, that would be mean of me.
What if
I would be
win?
mad if you won. No,
What-
I'd be happy if
Yeah,
you won.
I know.
Because I'm better than you.
I know.
Like,
It would just be luck.
yeah, but
I
I
liked
would
what
never
you
be
were doing.
mad.
I know.
I would never be mad at anyone for
know.
beating me in poker.
No, I know.
Is
I
it-
just was trying to be dramatic, but
Yeah.
yeah, you wouldn't be mad. But it would be funny.
So yeah, the fold rules for me because like I'm like bad at putting out content,
Mm-hmm.
and
Well, you're not bad, but you could be better.
I'm too critical of like what I put out, and even everything I have put out, like I like see it twice and I'm like,
You just can't think about it that much.
Yeah, but what the fold is I'm playing poker,
Mm-hmm.
which I love to be doing in any form.
True.
And then when it comes out, I have a bunch of stuff for my
Oh, yeah, you've got a
Instagram.
lot of
I got a bunch
clips.
of clips
That is very good.
of me doing like comedy, but poker comedy kind of.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, it was just such a great experience. And I also like love the show.
I love it too. It's so
it,
good.
It might be like the first time in my life I've ever been like a fan of something and then gotten to be in it.
Yeah, it's a really cool show.
Yeah.
And should we shout?
What?
This is kind of random, but we went to a costume party the other day.
Oh, it wasn't.
It was a birthday party.
It was a themed birthday
Sorry.
party.
The other day we went to this really fun themed birthday party of a friend who's very funny. And the theme was what?
Mafia funeral.
Yeah, mafia funeral.
Yep.
We got our best outfits together. You
I went to
bought a shirt from
JCPenney.
JCPenney.
Yeah, I got the finest shirt JCPenney had to offer, which was Shaquille O'Neal brand.
Mm-hmm.
And I
And-
thought it looked like something Tony Soprano would wear. And then
Yep.
I got Adidas track pants.
Right. and then you
and-
wore 'em with. What'd you wear?
And I wore Air Maxes, which
Mm-hmm.
could be a faux pas. I'm wearing Nikes with Adidas pants, but I
Ooh.
feel like it was something like the Air Maxes I had just kind of fit. With
No, it
the-
looked good. We
Yeah.
got there. I was wearing a cheetah print shirt, black jeans, heels, and I just like did. I don't know. I feel like I probably was lazy with my outfit. Anyway, we get there.
Mm-hmm.
We feel confident in the outfits, and then what happened?
So we get there and we were there for a minute, and a guy, and I'm like talking to somebody, and I'm like, yeah, I just felt like this was like a kind of a Sopranos outfit, something Tony Soprano would wear. And he was like, oh, you kind of look like Ricky from Trailer Park Boys. And then that's when I realized I was just dressed like Ricky from Trailer Park Boys.
You were just dressed like him, and I didn't realize it. And then I realized that I looked just like Lucy because I was standing next to you. And then I left and went and did my own thing.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy because I've seen so much Trailer Park Boys. Like me and my
Yeah.
friends used to watch it all the time.
So good.
I already started watching it again recently on a plane. Like I started
It's
from
very comforting. to have
Yeah,
on.
yeah, it's a funny show, and
Mhm.
I've seen so much of it, but it never dawned on me that I was literally dressed like Ricky. Like I
Yeah,
slicked my hair
literally.
back to look like
Yeah.
a mobster kind of.
It was
It was
crazy.
that even looked like Ricky.
It was the
Like
same outfit. He literally
I was wearing a
has worn
chain.
That. I
Ricky wears a
know.
chain
Your
like
hair
that.
is also long right now,
Yeah.
so it was puffed.
And
You had
yeah, and I
sprayed it
have like a
down.
little bit in the like back like he does. Yeah, it looked. I was just dressed like Ricky. I was at like a themed party, and it was like I got the wrong theme. I just showed up like, oh, I thought this
Yeah.
was a Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah, you were acting like all shy about it, which was very funny too.
I was like playing it up like, fuck, I'm Ricky. But
Yeah, I
there
was like-
it was some of it was real. I was
Yeah.
like, oh shit, I'm dressed exactly like Ricky.
I know.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
But it was a fun party. It was cool to see everybody.
It was fun. It was a very interesting party. Yeah, I like. Have you ever seen the episode of Trailer Park Boys when they like kidnap Neil Peart?
Yeah. The
That's
Rush
so
concert
funny.
episode.
Yeah, like I've only seen that episode once, but I feel like that was one of I laughed so hard during that one.
Is it Neil Peart?
I think so, from Rush.
No, I think it's like the lead singer.
Maybe it's not. I don't know who it is
I
actually.
don't know. I could be
I don't
wrong, too.
remember.
Yeah, I
but,
don't know.
I just remember loving that episode, and I do love Rush too.
I do love Rush also. Yeah, and then they came out like at an actual Rush concert and they filmed it for the show.
I want to watch that tonight.
I think Bubbles sings.
Yeah, it's coming back to me a little. I think I was really drunk and stoned when I watched it last, so I
Yep.
don't remember. All right, so I have this question. It's really original. If you were in the woods by yourself, I just thought of it. No one's ever said this. Would you rather be in the woods with a bear or a man?
Okay, so this is a question for women.
No,
And
just
it's
you. I just made it up. No one's ever asked.
No, okay. A man.
That's pretty gay.
I would want to be alone in the woods with a bear.
Straight. That would be straight. Just kidding.
The question that you're asking is not your question.
I know.
And it's a setup for women to be like, being alone in the woods with a man would be scary. But the real answer is a bear, because bears will kill you most of the time.
Just for sport.
Whereas just like any man might be like, what are you doing out here too? Like, oh, yeah, it could be scary if it's a scary man. But I would say your odds of encountering a scary bear are higher.
I am scared of bears, but I feel like I'm obligated to say that the bear's probably nice.
Yeah, because you're a bear.
Yeah, I feel like I have no option here.
You're dressed as a bear.
I know. That's why I asked the question. Completely unique. I don't know. I would just never want to be out in the woods. I think that's part of my answer too. It's like I don't want to be out in the woods alone.
Is that a secret that you're telling me?
Yeah,
That's why you're whispering it.
Why am I doing that? I think I'm thirsty. I think I also lost my voice.
I like can't monitor the audio levels at all, so I just like feel like you're being quiet.
No, you're right. And now I feel like I can talk better because my throat was dry.
Okay.
Because I sang too loud.
I'm gonna make you edit this episode.
So you were a pizza guy. You started comedy, and then you eventually moved
I should say
here.
I did more than just deliver pizza. Like since graduating high school, I tried to go to college. I never graduated. And then I would work like random jobs. I sold cell phones for Sprint for a
I can see
while.
that.
I worked at a Men's Warehouse for a
Yeah.
while. I was a leasing agent. I would lease rentals. I would lease apartments for a while. And then I also got my real estate license
Yeah.
to try to sell houses. And I just didn't like any of those things. Like I probably
Mm-hmm.
of all those things, I probably liked being a real estate agent the least. But
Yeah.
that was like my thing. Like I need to get my life together. I need to figure
Mm-hmm.
out like a career. And so I was like selling. I've done sales jobs, so like selling houses. There's a lot of money in that. And then
Mm-hmm.
I kind of saw like what it takes to be a real estate agent, and it's like you got to really want to be one, and I didn't.
I don't think I would do good with that either.
Yeah, because I felt like I was doing nothing. Like I learned everything. I passed the course, I passed the test, and I got sponsored by brokers to be a real estate agent,
Mm-hmm.
and I was showing houses, and I just felt unnecessary in the whole process. Like I really still don't understand what a real estate agent is for, because if someone's selling a house and they can find someone who wants to buy that house, I don't know why there just needs to be a guy who gets a percentage of the transaction just because he's like, yeah, this is the house.
I know. It's an outdated system.
Well, it's like I do get it because like they do more than I downplayed it, but like that's essentially what you're doing, and that's how I felt about being it. I just felt like I was just kind of leeching on a transaction, and like you kind of had to be fake. Like you'd be
That's
like you had
hard.
to market yourself. You had to have a like I had headshots taken, and like I had the board that you see on the yards. Like I
Mm-hmm.
had one of those, and I just did. My heart wasn't in it enough to get to the point where I needed to be successful doing that. So
Yeah.
yeah, and then yeah, it's still like crazy to think like I was just gonna be a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just gonna make a living doing comedy. I knew I wasn't ready to do that, but I moved here thinking I would just like get a job and still pursue comedy.
Yeah.
But but yeah, I definitely wanted to start putting myself in the direction of one day being able to do comedy
Like,
for a
yeah.
living.
And I think poker is great too for you because, like, you're good at poker and you can make more money doing that than like delivering. And it is a good, it's like you enjoy it. And so that's important. I think
Hmm.
with anything, you just should enjoy it if you can.
Yeah, and like I'm also not good enough at poker. Like I think with both of those things, I'm putting way more effort into comedy than I am poker. If I really wanted to like make a living off of poker, I would have to put a lot more effort into it. But
Yeah.
like where I'm at right now is like I can put enough effort into poker to be a winning player at the lowest stakes,
Mm-hmm.
and that can afford me the time I need to eventually one day be a comedian.
Yeah.
Well, I am a comedian, I guess, but be surviving off of just my comedy.
I think it'll happen for you. And I think you love comedy and you're just funny and like you're naturally funny.
Yeah,
So that is good too.
thank you.
I think it is important to like really enjoy what you're doing if you can, you know, because it is
Yeah.
soul sucking if you don't enjoy it. And I loved my job. I actually was really passionate about my job, but I
What job?
like being a teacher, but it was exhausting. And I just felt like um, a lot of responsibility at a pretty young age where I don't think I was really ready for that. And so I felt like I was just like pushing parts of myself down to like fit into like the role I needed to fit into.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't regret it because I learned a lot, but I learned a lot about myself too. So it might have just been something I needed to do. And I feel like sometimes that happens too.
Yeah.
And I really loved it. Like it was super fun. But it's just not, it depleted me. Some things like take away your energy and some things give you energy,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah, I think it affected me. Like the reason I like have such a negative view of like real estate is because I had started comedy. They
Mm-hmm.
overlapped a little bit. Like I was like, I'm gonna be a real estate agent, and then I started comedy, And I loved comedy so much that when I would have to do real estate stuff, I was like, this sucks.
Yeah.
Like, I hate all of this. And I had one sale where I sold 3 houses to one person.
Wow.
One investor bought 3 houses. And it was like, that was like my first sale, like my first real sale. And it was like a big commission I was going to get. And then just like the legal process of the whole thing took 8 months before I even got paid. And then like
Really?
in that time, I was like, and then like obviously like if you're a real estate agent, you would keep selling in that time, and then it would catch up to you where like I
Mhm.
would be getting that commission, and then I would have another one coming. But I like I said, like I just wasn't in it enough to do that. So like once I knew that that one sale was like I had the commission coming,
Mhm.
I just started doing stand up. Like I just stopped giving a shit about real estate, and I just did stand up. And then when I got paid that commission, like they had to like pay, like something happened with like the lawyers or something,
Mhm.
because real estate's just complete bullshit.
Yeah.
And they had a huge chunk of my commission went to lawyers, and like it wasn't even the money that I was promised from it.
Wow.
And it was just like really disappointing. And so there was that. And then I was doing better and better and better in stand up.
Mhm.
And like I did really well in that competition. I mentioned the funniest person in Rochester, 3rd place, no big deal. And that's what got me into the club.
Okay.
So then once they saw me get 3rd place, the guys Mark and Vinny at the Carlson, they started giving me host spots
Okay.
there. And so then I was doing real shows. I went from being an open micer, and in my first year I was performing for 300 people for an entire weekend of
Wow.
5 shows. And so like that was great, and I loved that.
Mhm.
But it also was just like I felt like I got it too early.
Yeah.
And also I was kind of, they knew I was an early comic, so they really only wanted me to do the 10 minutes that they knew.
Right.
So for every person, I would be doing the same 10 minutes. So every person I hosted for, I would open with the same 10 minutes, bring up their opener, bring them up. And I wanted to get better. And like I felt like I was close to like my ceiling in Rochester. So that is another thing that pushed me to like move here. Because I
Yeah.
was like, this is like, comedy's crazy here, but like I hear you can do a lot of comedy,
There is a lot.
and I can afford like some of my friends moved to New York City, which I still just don't understand like
Yeah, that would be tough.
how they're surviving. Like I couldn't afford to do that, and I also wouldn't want to rely on public transportation.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like
get
too
that.
I feel like I'm like too unorganized to know like, all right, there's an open mic tonight. I got to get on the B train and then like
It's
fucking
just
like,
easy to live here too.
yeah,
Yeah.
I just drive to everything.
Yeah, it's super like
And it's the same
yeah.
price as living in my hometown. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
cost any more to live here, so it was just like this option was definitely like the clear choice.
It's a good place.
It was a big move.
Mhm.
It was a 24-hour drive. Like it was, I just like put everything in a car,
Yeah, I did the
my
same.
dog, and just drove here, and then now I live here.
You know, you love it.
I do love it.
What's
Yeah.
your favorite thing about Austin?
My favorite thing about Austin is the comedy scene.
Mhm.
Like what I said, like being able to just do as many mics as you physically can.
Yeah.
I think like cuz I still do love comedy, and it's just like I can do it whenever I want pretty much.
I
Like
love that about
like
it too.
that's probably my favorite thing. I like that it's warm here.
Yeah.
Like I like don't complain about the heat because I prefer it to the extreme cold that I'm used to.
Makes sense.
So like when it's like a really hot day, I'm not like, oh, damn it, it's so hot. I'm like, nice.
Do you feel like the people are different here? Or is
Um,
it similar?
I mean, here it's like any other city really, where it's like a big mix of people. Like I kind of
Mhm.
had the way people talk about it is like, yeah, Austin's like kind of liberal and stuff
Mhm.
like that, but it's Texas. Like I really don't feel like I see much like Texas culture here. I just meet people from like Connecticut,
Yeah,
and like
everyone's from somewhere else.
we all just live here.
Yeah.
And
It's
and,
true.
and I like um just being in a place with like a lot of different people. I think that's cool. It's just it's like not the biggest city, but it's a bigger city than I'm used to, but it's also not too big.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
I get that.
It's big, but it's not.
It feels safe-ish.
You can leave it.
Yeah.
One thing I don't like is like I feel like there's not enough roads. Like
Yeah.
I feel like there's just like one highway.
It's expanding.
Yeah, and it's like there's weird traffic. Or like yesterday I sat in traffic for like 30 minutes because there was one accident somewhere, so
Yeah.
that jams up the entire surrounding city.
Yeah, I feel like the East Coast highways are better, maybe.
Yeah, like in Rochester, there's like too many. There's like more
Yeah.
than they need, and there's never traffic. A 20-minute drive in
But-
Rochester, you cross the entire. You get so far, and then like 20 minutes here is not.
Yeah.
You don't cover the same amount of distance.
I think Rochester's actually cool. It reminds me of Portland a lot.
Mm-hmm.
If you come to Portland ever, you'll see like just like the vegetation is similar. It just looks similar time period, old. There's a
Yeah.
lot of old pretty houses there.
I don't dislike Rochester other than the cold,
Yeah.
really. Like, and it's like there's obviously like the crime there, but like if you grow up there, you know where not to go.
Yeah,
Like you don't just like go hang out on Avenue D.
right.
You just don't do that. And so
Exactly.
like when you hear like crime statistics, it's like another thing that same thing with like Chicago. It's confined to a very small area.
She's licking herself.
Stop licking yourself.
It's not proper on TV. You do it some other place if you want. Oh, she's sad.
Have some decorum. But yeah, so I do still like Rochester, and I like going back. Like
Yeah.
that's the thing is like, I think my parents will leave there, and then like I really won't have much of a reason to go back other than like friends.
Yeah.
But yeah. Right now, I like when I still talk about it, I still say back home. Like it is always my home.
Yeah, it'll always be your home.
Yeah, especially with both my parents there and like my grandma.
So you never liked playing in the snow?
No, I did. I loved going sledding. I would
Yeah.
always like build like snow forts and stuff. I did.
As a kid, but as an adult.
No,
you're
I
like,
would do that as an adult too.
Yeah,
I
I
did a
still
s-
will. If it snows here, I'll build
When
something.
another thing I didn't talk about is, but I like got into Twitch streaming before comedy,
Mm-hmm.
and one time I set up my stream so it was outside in the snow,
No
and
way.
I just did a igloo building stream.
That's
It's
really
like
funny.
4 years ago.
Interesting.
So no, I would like, but that's the thing is you don't even get like a lot of good snow in Rochester. Like I would love
No.
it like when the snow it was like good enough to go sledding and stuff. Like that was always fun.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my friends would get super like you did that your whole life if you live there. Like me and my friends would get super high and go sledding, and there's like nothing more fun.
Like just sitting on a sled.
Yes.
Okay.
Sledding down hills. Like did you not go sledding?
I did, but where I'm from, everyone calls sledding like snowmobiling.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
They call like the discs that you sit on and go down a hill. They call that snowmobiling.
No, the opposite. The opposite.
What?
They call snowmobiling sledding.
Oh. Okay.
Yep.
Do you want to? You should still talk into your mic.
Yep.
But yeah. So like me and I have a distinct memory of one time my friend Alex, we were all at my house and we had gotten into like dabs. Are you familiar?
Oh yeah.
It's just like the very concentrated form of THC where you heat up a piece of metal. It looks like you're doing a harder drug, but it still really is just weed.
Yep.
You use a torch, you heat up a nail, and
You can't do it here, but you could do it in New York.
yeah, it's legal in New York. It wasn't when we were doing it, but that doesn't matter. And we showed our friend Alex this tiny little dab,
Mm-hmm.
and because like you never want a big one, even if you love dabs, you don't want a big one.
Yeah.
Like some people would, but they're freaks. And like so we would show them a little tiny one. We had like a dentist tool, like for like picking your teeth,
Mm-hmm.
and so it was double sided. We put a huge one on the other side.
That's
and we're like,
evil.
and we showed him his
That's evil.
his dab,
Yeah.
and we're like, all right, suck or whatever. And so he started inhaling. flip it around to the big one. We gave him a huge one. He blew out like a
Oh my
massive
god.
cloud, and he had a car, and he was supposed to. We were going sledding that day, and he
Wow.
couldn't drive, and he was like so fucked up. But then like once we were sledding, he was having a great time, and yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we would like build snow jumps and go sledding. I had friends that like actually snowboarded and shit,
Hmm.
but like for whatever reason, I just we loved sledding because
Yeah.
there's a place called Mendon Ponds. It's a very hilly area. And
Hmm.
there's a bunch of ponds. It's like famous in the region for just being a cool park.
Yeah.
And that's where we would go, and we would just be fucked up teenagers and sled.
Did anyone ever fall through the pond?
We wouldn't go on the pond.
That's good.
Yeah, no, I don't. I think Isaac, who you've met,
Hmm.
jumped in the pond on purpose.
Ooh, that
And
must
like,
have been terrible, no?
yeah, my other friends, Billy and Nick,
Hmm.
they would just like always just go to Mendon and just drink beers and grill.
Really?
Yeah, they would grill beer.
They would grill it?
They would grill their beer.
What does that even mean?
They would like, I don't even know. They would like pour beer into like a pan and
Hmm.
grill it because they were just being retarded,
Oh, okay.
and like they just would do that for some reason.
That's crazy. So, what do you feel like you like to do outdoors here?
I've gone skateboarding a couple times. There's some cool skate parks here, and I've Kevin's taken me. I like suck now, and it sucks because like I was never great, but like being like unable to do shit that I could do when I was like 17 is like demoralizing, and
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to get it back, but I have to like lose weight because I that's the thing. It's like when I was a teenager, I was 60 pounds lighter than I am now. So like
Yeah.
skateboarding just feels totally different.
It's also really hot here, so it's hard to
It's a
want
million
to. You can't
degrees.
really
Yeah,
be outside for long periods.
yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Is like being out. What do I like doing outdoors here? Like literally like doing nothing outdoors is fun.
Mm-hmm.
But the second you do something outdoors, you are exhausted.
Yeah, it's exhausting,
Yeah.
but almost over. We're almost out of it.
Yeah.
It's getting a little better.
No, it's nice now. Like I don't
It's just like those months of like July.
weren't they, but they really weren't that bad. And everybody keeps telling
Yeah.
me this was like a mild summer.
Yeah.
You complained the entire time.
Oh, yes, I did.
But everybody who I know who has lived here not even as long as you said this was not a bad summer.
If you put me in another climate, I will find something to complain about that weather too. Like
Yeah.
Maine, I would complain about the cold.
But the cold sucks. So here's my thing. I think that when you're hot, the process of like getting cool like it is more like rewarding than when you're freezing and you have to warm up.
Yeah.
Like cooling off, like so I'm just like I like being chill, like
Mm-hmm.
not in a temperature sense. Like I can be chill in hot weather.
You can, yeah.
And you can't be chill in freezing cold weather.
Because your body's like shaking.
Yeah, and then like you go inside and you like warm up.
Yeah.
That's not like a good feeling either.
I kind of like it.
But my point is the better feeling is like you're hot and you cool off. That's also chill. Being
Yeah.
hot is chill and cooling off is also chill.
But I will say,
Being freezing is not chill.
yeah,
And what are you going to argue that? That being freezing is chill?
no, it's not. I like to be a little.
Also,
chilly.
when you're cold and you come inside and like that's the temperature change and you like sit by the fire or whatever, yeah, it like feels good once you're like warmed up, but like it sucks. Like
Yeah.
being cold sucks. Like that's why I don't complain about the heat here. Is like
Mm-hmm.
the
You
cold's
remember
worse.
the cold.
You got to just remember those days of
Mhm.
scraping ice off your car.
True. It is rough for life.
Yeah.
People sometimes, I feel like in New England at least, like people are rougher also.
Yeah. For sure. They're just I think they just bullshit less.
Yeah, they'll just tell you exactly what they
Yeah,
think.
because think about every person you've ever met from California. Like they're just like they had great weather their whole lives,
They're
but
always nice, and I'm always like, I feel like you don't have a lot of trauma.
yeah, no, but they're also like
Not
very.
always, but
They're like yeah, I don't know. I like East Coast people just because they're real.
I do
They're
really,
hardened from the cold.
yeah. I like people that are real also, but I've met really nice people from California.
Yeah, me too.
But
But like they're also from California and you know it.
yeah, sometimes I feel like I don't know. I think it's just the person, really. Like no matter where you are,
Well,
right? For real. Look how cute. Have you seen the ACL traffic?
yeah.
It is kind
I
of
think that might have been
wild.
what I got stuck in yesterday.
Yeah, it's probably ACL traffic. But ACL is fun. We should go to it some maybe next year.
I
But
looked at the lineup and like I think it'd be cool to see like the Killers.
yeah,
Like they're probably like towards like they probably still put on a great show, but
yeah.
they're like obviously they're not as popular as they were, but they're a huge band when I was growing up. I
Hmm.
looked at the rest of the lineup. I don't think there's like really anyone I cared about. Like
Really?
yeah,
Yeah.
like I think like a lot of acts that get booked these days are like must be famous from like TikTok
Interesting.
and stuff. Because like normally I look at a music festival and I'll know a lot of the undercard, like
But
the
not
small
anymore.
names. But just maybe it's Austin. I don't know. Maybe there's a lot of local
There
bands
are a
here
lot
too.
of really good local bands here.
Yeah, that's another thing that's cool about Austin that we didn't mention is like
Yeah.
I have gotten to see like some cool concerts. Like every band I've ever liked comes through here.
Yeah, there's like a wide variety, I feel like, of music. And it's just like there's a fun venues, there's nice venues. It's just like pretty here, I
Hmm.
feel, because it's newer. Um,
What are some concerts you've been to?
my first concert was ACL when I was in high school. I saw Pearl Jam, and I saw the White Stripes before Pearl Jam, and I went with two of my friends, and I was the designated backpack carrier.
Mm-hmm.
They refused to carry it, so every time I would take it off and I'd be like it's someone else's turn, I would drop it, and then like they would just walk away from it, and then I would pick it back up. And so I just had that role, but I didn't want it, and it turned out actually being great because during the show, it like people were pushing so much, and it was very nice to have the backpack because it like was just like a barrier, you know. So it ended up being nice. But yeah, I saw Pearl Jam. I got high actually for not the first time,
How old
maybe
were you?
the third time. I was like 17,
Okay.
and um, these just random people were smoking a chillum.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what that is?
Yeah, it's just like a bowl without a carb. It's just like a
Yeah,
one hitter type
yeah.
deal.
And they offered us some, and my friends were both like, no. And then I was like, okay. And so I hit it, and they thought it was like hitting a pipe that's like a different. They didn't know what it was, and they were like, "Why would you do that? Like you're so dumb. That could have been anything." It was just weed, and I had
Yeah.
the best time ever. It was like a life-changing experience.
Yeah, I don't think people really like I think when like you learn about weed in health class, they really blow out of proportion how much like laced weed there is.
Well, I didn't know about that,
Yeah.
so
It does exist, but like
yeah, my friends were smart, and I was dumb, but
people
I still had
bringing
a good
weed to a
time.
concert probably just want to smoke weed. Like I don't
Yeah,
think they
they
would
had
want to
that
smoke
vibe. They were just like
PCP.
Pearl Jam fans, like nice
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
But my friends were right. Like I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
But I had the best time.
My first concert was Motley Crue, and my dad had won tickets on the radio when I was 10 years old.
Wow.
And it was like Papa Roach,
Hmm.
Buck Cherry, and Motley Crue. And like as we were walking in, they were security was dragging a guy out who was in a fight,
Wow.
and he had nipple rings,
Hmm.
and whoever was in the fight with him ripped out his nipple rings. So like the first thing I saw going into this concert when I was 10 was just a guy just bleeding
Ew.
from his
Oh,
nipples.
that hurts to think about.
Yeah. And
Oh
like
my
I
god.
was terrified.
Yeah.
And then we stayed for a lot of the concert, but then some guy there saw me and was like, "Oh, we got the double passes because it was at Six Flags. So there's like a concert venue at our Six Flags, and
Wow.
he got the double passes. So he's like, "Do you want to take our park passes?" And I was like, "Hell yeah!" And then me and my dad went, and there were no lines for any of the rides, so I got to go on all the roller coasters.
That's so cute.
Yeah, and so that was fun. That was my first concert, and it was just like crazy.
That's
I saw
cool.
I
You were
saw
so
like
little when you went to your first
yeah, I
one.
think it was the first time I saw like a stranger's boobs. There
Wow,
was a lot of women like
that
flashing.
must have been the best moment ever.
It was still like I don't know. I was such like a 10-year-old pussy that I was like, I'm not supposed to be seeing that. Like I don't know.
Oh
I
yeah,
wasn't
I
like
get that.
horny yet.
Yeah, no, when you're not horny yet and you see things like that,
Yeah.
it doesn't feel right. Like I remember I
Yeah, and
had
plus
that
they were
feeling
like
for Austin Powers the first time I saw it. I was like, I shouldn't be seeing this.
yeah, and it was like gross biker chicks too. It wasn't
Oh,
like
they weren't nice.
no, of
Well,
course not. There aren't just like supermodels showing their tits
I've
to
never been.
strangers.
I don't really listen to Motley Crue, but it makes sense they would be
There was like
older.
big biker
They'd be
crowd.
older
Yeah.
biker women.
I mean, Motley Crue was already past their prime when I was 10. Like
Really?
yeah.
I don't know their music, but
Yeah, you do. Like that's the thing is everybody knows Motley
yeah,
Crue.
I probably do, but I don't know what I'm listening to.
Yeah. You do.
So.
But like yeah, they have like a lot of songs that you would hear and you'd go, I know this song.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a cool experience. So, what other concerts have you been to?
I've been to a lot of like music festivals. I went to a crazy concert called Boston Calling.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, with my friend Ryan Kenny.
Mm-hmm.
And it was one of your favorite bands, Tame Impala, played it.
Not my favorite.
Yeah, no. I also hate them now too.
I
Just
don't
like
hate them, but I met a guy once that liked him a lot, and I didn't like that guy, and now I don't like. But it's not personal.
yeah,
than
but
that.
the Tame Impala when they came out were great. And I always say that every album they released was worse than the one before it.
Mm-hmm.
And now they just put out like house music where he like sings over like dance beats and it's just like sucks.
Wow.
But when I saw them, it was kind of like they were still doing all like the good songs still.
Mm-hmm.
And that was really cool. Travis Scott was there. He performed this before like a bunch of people died at his shows, but it was still crazy.
Ooh.
Like his crowds are nuts. It was like a crazy feeling. He kept playing the loudest noise to this day I've ever heard. Like I don't know, his DJ was hitting like a eagle screech sound effect.
Why?
Like, can you picture what that sounds like? Like
Yeah.
like the eagle sound, but it was
Mm-hmm.
so loud.
What
and-
year?
2018
Okay.
maybe. 2017, I don't really remember, but yeah, I saw them. And the three biggest songs at the time were Old Town Road. Do you remember that Lil Nas song?
Yeah.
And I forget who we saw. Anderson Paak or something brought out Lil Nas X, and he did Old Town Road. Then we saw Shaq West, which you probably don't know, but he had the song Mo Bamba, which was huge. And then we saw Travis Scott do Sicko Mode. So those were the three like biggest songs at the time. Shaq West, Mo Bamba. This dog cannot be satisfied. I just let her out.
I know.
Yeah, so I saw like the three biggest songs at the time, and then I got to see Tame Impala. I also saw Greta Van Fleet. Are you familiar with Greta Van Fleet?
Yeah, everybody is. I think I don't listen to their music really because it's too similar to
To
Led Zeppelin for me.
Yeah, it's just worse Led Zeppelin.
But
yeah, Greta. There was a lot of people my age that were hyped on Greta Van Fleet, but all Greta Van Fleet is like a Led Zeppelin, a really good Led Zeppelin cover band that just made up songs that Led Zeppelin never made.
yeah, it was interesting, like how they tapped into that. Like,
Have you seen them?
no,
Yeah, he just sounds like he's doing a Robert Plant.
yeah,
Yeah,
I've seen Robert Plant.
Yeah, the guy just sounds like he's doing a Robert Plant impression. Like
Yeah.
I've never heard a song and thought anything other than, oh, they're doing Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, yeah,
It'd be like if you saw a comedian that was clearly doing somebody else's act.
it's tough.
You'd be like, but you're not.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
It's my dad actually loved Led Zeppelin. I don't think I ever showed him Greta Van Fleet. He never saw that, or listened to that. But
It's cool for
Yeah.
people that liked Led Zeppelin to have a band that like they're guaranteed
no, yeah, I
to
get
like
that.
the sound of.
I
and
get
like
it.
and Led Zeppelin's obviously not putting out new shit, so like good on them. But like I just wanted to hear them like do Immigrant Song. Like I just
Ooh,
wanted
yeah.
like I didn't like I don't
I
know.
get that.
I never got into their music.
I get that.
Just couldn't.
I understand.
Yeah, so that was another. That music festival was really cool. And then other than that, it was like a lot of EDM. I've seen Tyler the Creator a bunch of times. I like. I just got like invited to like EDM shows. Like I didn't listen to that music, but like my friend was going to one of those. They became all the rage around like 2016. Like everybody was
Even
going.
before then.
Yeah, before then, but like it became popular for anyone to go, even if you weren't into that kind of music.
Yeah.
And my friend, there was a festival called Spring Awakening in Chicago,
Mm-hmm.
and I got invited with him and a bunch of college buddies, and I like knew a couple people that were on the lineup, like Crystal Castles,
Yeah.
and mostly just like people that I knew that were adjacent to the music I listened to, and there's just a million DJs. But then like I kind of got into that kind of music for a while.
You still like it.
I still do. Well, I've refined it.
Mm-hmm.
So like once I got into it, I was really into it. And like I
Yeah.
would just like listen to that. It would be crazy. I'd be like delivering pizzas just listening to like dubstep and shit. And then like after a while I was like, okay, this stuff's gay. And I refined it to realize like who of those people are actually good at producing music. Yeah. And like now I just have like my ones that I still listen to are like G Jones, E-Prom. Like there's just like a handful of guys that are like, okay, they're still sick. Like the music they put out is good music.
So how old were you when you were like listening to them?
When I first went to that festival, I was 19.
19, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a fun age to discover new music, I feel.
Yeah. And now I just have like a wide range. Like for the longest time I said I would listen to anything other than country.
Mm-hmm.
And then I randomly got into like Marty Robbins, who's like a old country guy, and then kind of opened up to more of like Waylon Jennings and like kind of classic country. I still think modern country's ass.
I
can't
like
get
outlaw country.
Yeah, I guess that's probably what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But I can't get into like Luke Bryan, or like my sisters like loved Kenny Chesney and stuff when I was growing up.
I can't.
And it's just like, I don't care about your truck. Like I just don't.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about any of that. I don't understand it.
I don't understand like.
I don't understand it.
I don't know. There are guys that like it.
I understand like if you've lived that type of lifestyle, maybe like I've never worked on a farm. I hate camping.
But even then, like, would you want to listen to music that's just about that?
No, but maybe if you grow up hearing it, it's different. Because like I grew up hearing really good music.
Yeah, but they're just saying like having a beer while you're fishing. It's like if you like having a beer while you're fishing, do you want to hear someone just plainly say that and then go, yeah, having a beer while you're fishing?
I don't understand.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Let's have a beer and go fishing.
Because I like music.
That sounds fun, though.
I wouldn't like a song that was about skateboarding. Like, I wouldn't like a song that was just plainly... Like, I don't even like when songs are talking about anything and the lyrics aren't... are just plainly saying something. I don't want to know
what the song is saying. Like, Radiohead, there's so many songs that I've been, like, singing the wrong words for years. Like, I just feel like it's hard to understand exactly what they're saying. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
It makes my brain relax. But if somebody's literally telling me what to do plainly, it's like, I don't want to listen to that.
Yeah, and it's like country music is basically all that. They're just like plainly like they love the simple thing. Like it's all just about like there's just something about sunsets. Like no shit.
I wish I could think like that sometimes. I'm jealous.
What?
But if I was just like, yeah, it's a sunset. Like I don't appreciate the moment.
Yeah.
Like as maybe they just appreciate the moment.
I like funny country songs. I really like in the Jackass credits there's the song if you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. Like if like there's a song that's like country and it's supposed to be stupid because country is stupid, then I can like it. But like the country I was talking about, like Marty Robbins is like those cowboy stories.
Those are cool.
And they're tell a story.
Yeah, those are definitely good.
And like you can really like get into it because that's the vibe of the music.
Johnny Cash is good too.
Johnny Cash rules. Yeah, I love the Highwaymen.
I'd have to hear. I'm bad with song names.
There's like the four of them. With Johnny Cash, Waylon Jennings.
Oh yeah. That is good.
then that's kind of the same thing. It's like a very like cinematic kind of music.
I like Dolly Parton too. She
Yeah.
tells stories.
Yeah.
Like she's got a lot of really good songs.
Yeah, so I guess it's like there's like an era of country where it's cool, but now like the country meta is just to be like either the songs are like really sad
Mm-hmm.
and they're plainly just saying sad shit, or they're just talking about like mundane hick bullshit.
I don't know. I don't understand it, but there could be. Maybe there is like a type of country we don't really know about.
Yeah, I'm sure there's good
There's
country, but like I'm not gonna.
I'm
sift,
sure there's good bands.
I'm not gonna sift through the country that's coming out now to be like, oh yeah, I can listen to this one. Like, there's enough music where like you at our age, you know what you like. You can explore the genres you like, which for me really is like, I'm open to everything. I heard like some random like old jazz song that sounded cool, and I Shazammed it, and like I listened to that, and it was like, this is sick for some reason.
I like old rock a lot.
Yeah.
Like 50s rock is funny sometimes.
Yep.
I don't know. There's like a lot of good 50s bangers, I feel.
Well, that's how I got into Marty Robbins, was just the music in the Fallout video games. Which
you do that a lot.
Yeah, it's like based around like a nuclear war era, like World War II ended in nuclear war or whatever. So like the only music that was left over was from like the 40s or whatever.
Okay.
And like they kind of stick to that a little bit, but like then they just put in like cool songs into that game. But there's a bonga bonga bonga, I don't want to leave the Congo. Oh no 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 no.
Yeah, you love that song.
I do love that song.
My grandma probably knows that song. I'll have to ask her.
Binga bonga bonga, I'm so happy in the jungle, I refuse to go. I like that.
It reminds me of this song. Well, I guess it's completely different, but did you like Colton's song he sang? That was so good.
What?
I can't remember the name or how it goes, but it was like that type of song.
Oh, that he just did karaoke of?
Yeah.
No, he was doing a Billy Joel song.
Oh, it sounds old.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It
Okay.
wasn't like...
I like Billy Joel a lot. One of my favorite songs is River of Dreams from when I was a kid. Because I would like always have a vision whenever the song would come on of like somebody walking in their sleep in the woods on a mountain on like a narrow road. And it was like, I loved it.
Oh, that's cool.
I would like imagine the story or like the song.
Oh, that's so cool.
Anyway, we can cut that.
No.
We should cut that.
I'm leaving that in.
It's gay.
No, I'm leaving it in, and everyone, I'm leaving
gay.
in you saying that it's gay.
No, it's straight.
Anyways, so let's just get to the crux of it. You love Tool, and you've been you wanted to talk about it, but you've been avoiding it.
I didn't have a chance.
I just brought up music so you could say that, and you never did.
We didn't get to rock.
What do you mean? We talked about genres in general. What concerts have you been to? I was trying to set you up the entire time.
Oh,
and
really?
You said, can we get the Tool thing in there? And I was like, yeah. Here,
I never said
I
this.
steered the conversation in the direction of music.
I want to talk about the open mic first. No, okay, I'll talk about Tool. Yeah, I like Tool. I definitely feel like they had a very big impact on me because I was young also when I started listening to them. They were much like before my time, but I liked that about it, kind of. I mean,
they weren't that much before your time.
I didn't know anybody my age that liked it.
Yeah.
So I felt very like...
I think that's just because most people don't like them.
No, I think it's just even like when I go to their shows, it's an older crowd. Like they're older than me, the people that really like Tool, because they were mainstream at one point. And so a lot of people liked them because they heard them through that, and then they started listening to them more. It's an older fan base.
Yeah.
But I really like that.
It's an older fan base of like the worst people. Like the most like smelly, arrogant people.
No, I don't think so. But with any concert, there's always going to be those people. You know?
But the whole thing with Tool, and it's fine that you like their music, but people like to be like, no, you don't get the math of the song. Like it started in 3/4, and like they're all about like he goes through like
time
the progression
signatures.
of time. Yeah, time signatures.
Yeah.
People who like Tool love saying, yeah, but the time signatures, like, and unless you're like a classically trained musician, you don't listen to a song and go, ooh, nice time signature change. You just like the song.
I don't
And
notice that stuff.
yeah, but Tool fans defend Tool by saying, but they're so smart.
They are. And look, I understand not liking fans or people that try to sell you on something.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, the music sucks
it's not
too.
something you can be sold. It's either you get it or you don't. And you don't get it.
Yeah, that's what a Tool fan would say.
I'm sorry.
I
I
just
mean, I don't talk about the time signatures, but
yeah.
it's their songs are good. They're
Yeah,
good.
but like they love saying that too. Like you just don't get it. Like this song's about being gay.
No.
It's just like okay.
I mean, do you want me to like to say some lyrics and change your mind or
Yeah, say some lyrics.
So crucify the ego
Whoa.
before
Wait.
it's far too late
Oh.
to leave behind this place so negative and blind and cynical, and you will come to find that we are all one mind, capable of all that's imagined and all conceivable.
Whoa. So Maynard did acid once.
Yeah, it's cool.
No, that's
It's
just
positive.
like yeah, and then
It's a
somebody.
positive
What happens
message.
is somebody does drugs, and they would be arriving at that same sort of sentiment themselves.
But it prepared
But the
me.
music, oh, like they have this realization, and then they're forever tied to this mid band.
No, it's very good band, and
It's fine.
I see where you're coming from with what you're saying, but I just think
It's
some
fine.
things are created with truth, and I feel that Tool is created with truth. I feel their message is like doing something good and sharing a lot of like love and light and also shadow.
Yeah, but they also
There's
like
a lot of shadow happening.
they also like to be like dark.
well,
and,
they're
like,
they're so like a lot
they
of
want
it,
you to be like, oh, whoa.
well, like they also do really cool graphics, or what do you say? Visuals, and a lot of it is the guitarist Adam Jones, like he's
Yeah, but isn't
an
it like a lot of like
artist.
fetuses like
Yeah, like
morphing
it's dark.
and shit?
It's dark stuff. So like that's.
So that you look at it and you go, whoa,
But then-
I was a fetus.
But sometimes then they combine it with.
I
Alex
was literally
Gray,
a fetus.
and it goes from Adam Jones to Alex Gray because So Adam
Yes.
Jones used to work on the set of that dinosaur movie.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah. As I
Yes.
think a costume designer, and he's like an
The
artist.
dinosaur movie you were looking for, that's
I
Jurassic
couldn't watch it. I
Park.
was too scared when I was a kid.
Oh, okay. My sister does a good impression of the velociraptors.
I wouldn't know.
It was always a big hit growing up.
I would like to watch
we would
it.
want we'd go, Jeanette, do the velociraptor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know what that means, but
But yeah, here's the thing. Tool, like they're psych rock, right?
yeah, that
Yeah.
actually could be.
They're like
They get-
psychedelic
they get-
rock.
Yeah,
Like I don't know if they're saying anything like that is so profound to anyone who's just like done like they just did psychedelics and then like tried to create that experience maybe through like their concerts. But like who cares? Yeah, because like it worked on you.
yeah, because I hadn't
They
done
got you.
psychedelics,
Mhm.
and so then when I did psychedelics, I felt like I had a little bit of a more like of a compass or something to navigate it when I was scared.
Yeah, and now
But
you're
I didn't have any spiritual beliefs really, so like that was hard, you know.
and now you have all like those feelings tied to that music. Like all what happens when you do psychedelics is a lot of people have like breakthroughs and realizations and stuff, but really you're just realizing stuff that you already know. It's just kind of cementing certain things.
Not always though. Sometimes new ideas do form.
Yeah, I know, but sometimes you're like, "Oh, wow, I'm shouldn't be so nervous." like or something.
I
like,
wish I'd have that. It hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, but like I don't know. Sometimes like the psychedelic realizations are just shit you probably realized when you were 11 years old, and like maybe you hadn't like really like acknowledged that you know that in a while. But I think
don't. Not for me.
yeah. So what was something?
That I was mean to my sister.
Yeah, you knew like you could
I
have
didn't
just
know.
figured. I think you could have got there.
I didn't know it.
I think you could have figured that one out.
But I figured out the root why I was always kind of like tough on her
Mm-hmm.
or mean. And it was just because I was frustrated she was less or not more like me. I like wanted her to understand me, and then I realized like, oh, I can't make her understand me, and like I could just accept her for who she is.
Yeah.
Because it was more me not accepting her.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I would have had that realization.
Yeah, one that a lot of people have is like, oh, everything's connected.
Yeah,
like,
I had that too.
Like, wow. Like, but yeah, and what does that change for you? You know what I mean? Like, of course everything's connected. It all has to be.
Yeah, but some people get that or know that coming into life, and then other people are separated. You know?
Yeah, no, I feel like when I have done psychedelics, I do have like these big there's a term for what I'm describing, and it's just
Epiphany.
like no. It's the phenomenon of like thinking that a realization you're having has more importance because of the state you're in.
Tripping.
Well, yeah, I think it's called tripping. I think that's what I'm
You
describing.
trip out on an idea.
Yeah, no, it's just like you are like, whoa. And then that feeling fades, and then you just go back to like kind of how you were. Or maybe like you have such a profound psychedelic experience that it does last with you forever. But really, I don't think you should encourage psychedelics.
I get that because they're not always good. You don't always know what you're getting. You might not be ready. Most
Even if
likely,
you
you're
do know
not
what
ready.
even if you do know what you're getting, like
You might not be ready. And for me, I was never ready when I did them. And there was always stuff I had to deal with. But some people just doesn't agree with them. And
yeah, and like worst case scenario, you might just like end up really liking Tool.
that could happen to anyone.
And then you're like a Tool fan, and
I love Tool. Like, I don't just like it. I love it.
fully tried to listen to Tool.
Well,
But like and it's fine. But
It
like
just-
they have a cult like following.
I know,
Like
but
that means, you know what that means?
no.
When something has a cult like following, there's a bunch of people who like it, and they all like enforce the liking of it amongst each other. And then there's people outside the cult who are like, yeah, that's Tool.
No, it's not a cult.
It's okay. They have a cult like following. I'm not
They
out of school in describing it that way.
They might, but
They're like the Grateful Dead or Fish.
not really though,
Yeah,
because
we're a
there's
bunch
not
of-
a community in it.
Yeah, there is.
There's no community. I've never felt welcomed when I go to a Tool concert. Every time I go to a Tool
yeah, it's a
concert,
community of dirtbags.
everyone look at me and think, you don't belong here.
Yeah, and they're like, this. You
But
just
I
don't even
still
know. You
like
don't even. You're like a fan of Tool, and they're still just like, you just don't even.
No,
get it.
literally a man did that once.
You
when
just don't even get it.
I was at a concert and this man in front of me turned around and was like, you guys don't even know the lyrics to the song? What the fuck? Are you even fans? And then turned back around. He was singing like one of their most popular songs. And then later in the fucking concert, he didn't know any of the songs. I was like, you don't know any of their songs, you fucking idiot. Like the guy who's the loudest, I guess, knows the least sometimes. I don't know. Maybe not always. I'm not saying that like Tool fans are always good people. There's definitely assholes. But I'm just saying if there's a Tool club, I'm not in it. I feel like Grateful Dead people like hang out and stuff, right?
I don't fucking know
It
what they're doing.
seems like they have a community of friends.
I think the real Grateful Dead fans are dead.
But I still feel that they all are like together, you know? I
Yeah,
feel like
there's
Tool is
there's
not
a sense of community amongst
it's
them, I
not a
guess.
cult. There's nobody who will be around each other. I don't know any other Tool fans.
No, there's just a bunch of people that like smelling their own farts and like being like, this song, the math that Maynard put into making this song, like most people probably I don't even know if I understand it. But like the math in this song is so good. Like when you listen to music, are you like stoked on like the math?
No, I don't think I hate
No,
math.
you want to listen to like for like a cool sound.
That's what I listen to it for.
Yeah. And what Tool is like how I described how like in country they're just sort of plainly saying things.
No, they don't.
No, but this is what they're doing. They're doing that in the psychedelic way. They're like, kill your ego. Egos are bad.
No, they're not.
I did acid, and then it's going gung 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 gung, but then it's going
Yeah.
gunga ginga gunga ginga 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 ginga. Oh, was that a time signature? Oh my
See, but
god!
that's your problem. You
No, it's
can't think
just
about
like
it like that. You just have to experience it and don't
it's
think about
just
it.
boring. It
Well-
like you have been sold on it. You had experiences with it. You saw them live. You had like all these emotions that are tied to it. But if you just take someone who's listened to a lot of different music and you just play them Tool, they're gonna go, yeah.
But I see what I
You've
think.
but multiple times been like, this song, listen to this song, and it's 14 minutes long, and I listen to the whole thing, and I go, yeah, it was like dark and trippy, and
It's so
it was
good.
like,
But okay, so but I get what you're saying, but I think just also like I understand the people that talk about it like that. There's a lot of people yapping about that, you know?
mm-hmm.
And I get how that could make you feel like, oh, this person's like a know-it-all.
One of the times you're trying to sell me on it, you're like, I went to a concert and Maynard came out wearing a dress
No, I never got to see that era.
or whatever. You told me that he wore a dress.
I like it.
Okay, but do you think he was the first to do that?
No, but
You know who else has done that?
what?
Every single rock star
Okay,
since the
But
70s.
has any other rock star
60s.
Has any other rock star been hugged from behind on stage from a fan and then flipped them over and like they land on the ground? It was so cool.
Yeah,
and then,
that's because he's
and then he like choked him out.
yeah. Yeah, and then like that's like what Tool fans are like. He's a badass, but he's also introspective, and he owns a vineyard. And
I like that's cool.
yeah, he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
He's a Renaissance
He also
man.
hates his own shit.
He's a Renaissance man.
He does. I guarantee he does not think Tool is
He
good.
likes other projects. He does, and I think he likes Tool. But I think that
I think he realized like, oh, wait, like this shit's kind of fucking cringe.
No, it's not cringe.
I think he probably at one point was like, oh my god, I've spent my whole life creating probably one of the most cringe empires ever assembled.
I disagree.
The Tool
strongly.
catalog and fan base.
I love Tool. I think Maynard he's interesting. He was friends with Bill Hicks before he died. He likes comedy.
Yeah, I'm not
He's
saying
a really,
he's a shitty guy.
He's one of the best vocalists, I think, or singers. What's the difference? What's the difference between
you're
vocalist
just
and singer?
wrong. It doesn't matter.
He's so good. It's like he's like an opera singer.
No,
he's so good at singing.
He just has like fucking vocal effects.
He has one. No, he doesn't do vocal effects.
Yeah, he does.
It's all him. He does sometimes.
In the recordings,
he does sometimes.
Sure.
But he'll scream into the microphone for so long, and it sounds good.
Yeah.
It's very good.
I'm sure.
But I don't really think he does a lot of vocal effects. Maybe he does. I mean, for like Rosetta Stone, he's like speaking into like a walkie-talkie at parts, sounds like, or something like distorts his voice.
Just like a
but for actually singing,
distortion effect.
He's screaming and he's hitting these crazy notes.
Yeah,
like,
it sounds like dog shit.
No, it's good.
It sounds like the worst music possible. I actually think I might like Kenny Chesney more than Tool.
Well,
I actually don't know if I know a single Kenny Chesney song.
I mean, it's you either get it or you don't, and you don't.
Yeah, I guess I just don't get it.
You don't. But
someone needs to explain Tool to me.
You
I
won't.
Just, like,
you don't know, and you won't know. Goddamn shit the bed.
That's Tool.
You liked Rosetta Stone, I feel, of all the ones.
I think you showed it to me. I was like, yeah, that's a good song. And then I never listened to it once on my own or ever had any desire.
Well, that's your own decision.
Even like Stinkfist, like their hit.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tool fans love to be like, do you know this song's like they're like talking about anal fisting?
It's an analogy.
I hate.
It's an analogy.
So
it's not really talking about that. It's talking about
it's talking about
personal growth.
Yeah, intolerances for things in general.
It's talking about
like you need more and more shit up your ass.
They're just being funny, and they're not talking about putting shit up your ass. They're talking about
the more you try to make me like them, the more I hate them.
Oh.
Literally the song, it's like they're talking about anal fisting, but they're not really.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah. Go fuck yourself, Tool. No.
Yeah.
I am not a fan. And
It's
it's okay.
okay.
And I'm not against people liking Tool.
Except you are.
No, I'm not. I don't know. If you enjoy it, you enjoy it, and I get it. It's because it impacted you in some way. Or you like the music, or you are a musician. You
I
understand the
get it, yeah.
complexity of the drum parts and stuff like that. But just stop fucking talking about it and listen to it if that's the case.
Well, I feel guilty. I feel like I shouldn't. If you're around, I'm like, oh, I shouldn't listen to it.
No, if that's what you want to listen to, listen to it.
I mean, I've
you get
listened to
enjoyment
it
out of
so
it.
much. Like, I know almost every word.
Yeah, it's like you're sick of it.
I'm not sick of it, but
It's played out.
I listen to it in my car. Like, I need to get a new speaker. My speaker is busted. And you can't really listen to it quietly. So I listen to it in my car.
Yeah.
On my long drives by myself. Anyway, I'm trying to think of how to wrap this up.
I like Miles.
What's that?
Pirates on a boat.
See, that makes me want to jump off a cliff.
Pirates on a boat.
That makes me want to...
Pirates on a boat.
That makes me full of rage.
Shout out to Martin Luther King.
Just
he had a dream.
When you played that the first time, we were trying to find parking and there was no parking.
Yeah, you had a conniption.
And I was like, my brain was like short circuiting.
Yeah,
it was just like so.
All right,
busy.
here's how we can wrap this up. For the viewers at home, your homework is to go listen to "Pirates on a Boat" by Miles and any Tool song. And I would like you guys to come back with which you enjoyed more.
That's too. No, I have to give them a song.
Yeah, you give them a song. But my song is "Pirates on a Boat" by Miles.
My song is "Rosetta Stoned" by Tool.
And if you don't feel like looking up Rosetta Stoned by Tool, I'll just do a rendition of it real quick. Dunga dinga dunga dinga dinga.
He don't know.
How does it
and
actually
he won't
go?
know.
Can you do like not don't know the lyrics, but can you like do like the beat?
The beat to
Yeah,
Rosetta
what is like
Stoned?
the instrumental? Like every Tool song like has like a hook that you can just verbalize.
What? That might be wrong. I'm so...
You don't even fucking like Tool either. What are we doing?
It starts out with a guy talking into a microphone so quick, or it's
A song with a guy
or
talking into a microphone?
No. Fuck. I meant to say it starts out with a guy, Maynard, talking into a walkie-talkie sounding device. And it's just like very like talk, like it's just talking.
Ooh.
And then kind of like what I'm doing right now, I'm just yapping. But
Ooh.
it's done in a really interesting way because it's talking about being abducted. And it's very interesting if you are into alien abductions.
Then listen to David Bowie.
No. Listen to that too. That's also good. But Rosetta Stoned, and then it's so good at the end. It's just so good. Do you want me to sing something from it? No?
You want me to just...
Here, wait, why don't I sing a lyric and then you can
I'll sing it back.
and then you can shut the fuck up.
Okay.
How about that? No, just kidding. No, I'm not going to.
Do it.
Well, no.
Do it.
Because
You just asked if you could. You do it.
no, and now my momentum's gone. I killed my momentum.
Fine, I'll do it.
You don't know, you won't know.
Oh, is that another Tool lyric?
It's from that song.
Poop poop and you poop poop. Oh, is that from their song Pee Pee Poo Poo by Tool?
Do you want to hear my first joke I ever told
Sure.
when I was a baby?
Yeah.
Do you like pee pee?
Yeah.
You're supposed to say no.
No. I like my thought process right there was like, how do I was thinking like I like peeing.
Just pee
Like
itself.
if I had the choice between never having
Not
to pee,
peeing, just pee itself.
no, I don't like pee. No,
No.
no,
Do you like poo poo?
no. That was your whole joke. No, I said no.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm calming down. And then I would scream, "Do you like diarrhea?"
No.
That was my punchline.
Okay.
And my sister, I would do it to my sister. And
It's just these aren't. I don't know if that's really a joke.
It was because I was over the top. I'm not
Well,
over
you know
the
what the
top.
joke would actually be?
Hmm.
Do you like pee pee?
No,
Do you like poo poo?
no.
Then you're gonna hate diarrhea.
I know, but I was a toddler, so I just started talking. So I was like 2 when I would do this. I was literally like, I would be in the high chair, and it was a troll on my sister.
It when I set it up like that, it reminded me of my dad's favorite joke is something I'm gonna butcher it, but it's not his joke. But his favorite joke to tell was like, so this guy died and went to hell, and he gets down there, and the gatekeeper's like, so do you like to drink? And he was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, this is hell. On Wednesdays, all we do, or on Mondays, all we do is drink. We get wasted. We drink a bunch. And he's like, do you smoke? He's like, yeah, Tuesdays we just smoke like a chimney. That's all we do. We're all smoking. This is hell. Like we're not good people. We're just smoking. And then he's like, do you gamble? And he's like, Wednesdays just gambling. Everybody's gambling. This is hell. We like to gamble.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, are you gay? And he goes, no. He goes, oh, you're gonna hate Thursdays.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was my dad's favorite joke to tell. That's not even like how the joke goes. I just filled it in with random shit, I think. And I'm curious to hear the origin of that joke. But my dad told that on stage at on a cruise or some shit.
He did?
Yeah, he won a prize. He won the
Wow.
box set of Star Wars.
That's so cool.
When that was a thing. I remember him telling that.
Damn.
But yeah, that's another thing that got me into stand up is my dad would tell me street jokes like that he had heard.
Okay.
And then I would perform them at my barber shop for all the barbers. I would just do them in front. I would stand in front of my barbers and
So you've been doing stand up
do jokes.
forever.
Yeah, basically I've been doing stand up for 24 years.
Damn. Pretty cool.
I'm a 24-year comic.
I have been doing it since I was 2.
Yeah, with your killer poo poo pee pee bit.
I know.
You should do that on stage. And just be like, can I get a feel on the room? How do we feel about pee pee? Boo! All right, everybody. Now, can I get a gauge? What are we feeling?
I think you should do it.
What
I
are we?
can't do it.
What are we? No, it'd be so much funnier coming from you. If everybody's seen your act, and then all of a sudden you're doing pee pee poo poo. Well, guys, I got some bad news for you. There's something called diarrhea, and it's basically pee pee and poo poo at the same time.
Well, I don't know. I think it only works if you're 2.
All right.
Maybe you could pull it off. It's like your orange joke.
I'm not going to burn my best joke here on your podcast.
I don't want you to burn it. I'm just saying.
I'm not about to give away 24 years of comedy has culminated to my orange juice joke, and I'm not about to give it away on your podcast. I'm sorry.
Well, I think that it's been very fun having you on.
I'm so happy to be here. I really hope the audio is fine. There's nobody monitoring the audio levels. There's nobody even making sure that the computer didn't crash 2 minutes in.
This could have been all for
Maybe
nothing.
we could just literally be talking to each other this whole time, holding microphones for no reason.
Well, we'll never know, I guess, until we
I guess we
out.
do know because we can see that the stopwatch is running, that the computer didn't crash.
Well, that's a good sign. There's good signs. Last question. If you were in the woods, are we going to keep that?
I don't know.
I feel like that's a good clip. That could go viral, and I think we should.
It's literally the dumbest. Because what do I say? I'm supposed to say a bear?
No, you say whatever you think's funny.
And then why does it go viral? Because you're dressed as a bear?
It's just funny.
It's not funny.
It's funny.
It's about as funny as Tool songs are good.
It's funny. I find it to be funny.
Can you finish the wrap up?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like we didn't do your Fold episode justice. Is there nothing else you want to talk about with that?
Yeah, check out my Fold episode.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm on the Fold on the Very Nadav Show channel on YouTube. Check out the Fold, and also check out this podcast.
Or don't. If you don't want to, I understand. But I hope that you do.
Also, at this point, you've already watched the whole thing. Or maybe you just skipped to the end.
Numa, stop. No, Numa. Numa, don't be a monster. What is it?
You order something?
Yeah. All right.
What'd you order?
Stockings. All right. Anyway, I want to try to make this sign off better.
Okay.
Well, Phil, I think it's interesting your background, your family being funny, your choices in music. Could be better. Pretty good. It's been fun talking to you. And is there anything that you want to plug?
Check out the Big Natural Podcast. If you haven't already, it's a great show. It's a great program. You can check out my appearance on The Fold. It's on YouTube, I believe, at Very Nadav Show. He hosts it on his channel.
I wanted to talk about banana.
I can come on again.
I know. I feel bad.
And check out Banana Phone. I make appearances on Banana Phone sometimes, and I really enjoy that show. So go support them. Banana Phone every Sunday at Creek in the Cave at 10 p.m. Those are my plugs.
Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.